Welcome back to the Minecraft Enchiridion, where I, your manager, Ripperoni, teach you, my wonderful crew members, how to be less bad at Minecraft. Today we are going to be clearing out an ocean monument, but first I wanted to just show you something, and then I just wanted to talk to you about a couple of things here, guys. So first thing that you can see, obviously, is we have this neat little path through our desert, and you might have a guess as to what this leads to, but I wanted to show you some decorating that I have been doing at our little industrial complex. So this is what we've got now. I'm super proud of it. It took me a lot of time to figure out all of these designs and figure out what I wanted, but I'm super happy with it finally. I think there's a husk down below us. As you can see, there's a little bit of terraforming that I still need to do yet, but yeah, this is our industrial complex. We've got our zero tick farms, a little bit of industrial lighting with our end rods that we got from the end. I'm planning on building a little hut here, I think, just to kind of cover this portion, but we can even come here, grab our sword, and we can attack, you know, any mobs that don't die from this fall, because sometimes like armored skeletons and zombies and stuff will not die from that. So, and then yeah, we've got our melon and pumpkin farm still running. As you can see, this is almost full. I've got to empty this out here pretty soon. But yeah, the minecart just comes in, docks, and goes bam. And then we've got the automatic bamboo and sugarcane farms, so that's pretty sweet. So the first thing that I really want to talk about is the nether. So sometime this year, I'm not sure exactly when, they've already started releasing snapshots for the 1.16 update, and it's basically just a big nether overhaul. And so what I'm going to do, because I really don't want to just wipe this world, start a new one or anything like that. I really want to keep playing, but I want the updated nether when it comes out. So I'm going to take a page out of the Hermitcraft book, and I'm going to reset my nether when the update hits. Basically what that'll do is that'll delete all nether generation or anything I've built, so not really a whole lot, and then it'll just regenerate whenever I join the nether again. So that, I think that is a good idea. I think that will solve the problem of me not wanting to lose any of the stuff that I've built already, like our base and like this now, because like I said, I really love this. But then we'll still be able to get the new blocks when they come out and all the new stuff, so that'll be sweet. I'm stoked for that. And the second thing that I wanted to touch on is the base situation. I love our base. I love the villager stuff that we've done now. I love these farms here, but I'm quickly kind of feeling like I'm outgrowing the base that we have. I don't think we have enough room. So what I want to do is I want to build this world's mega base. Basically just a huge area that's, you know, all themed, whatever, that has everything that we need in a base. You know, a couple of different farms and maybe a village, an actual villager trading hall, stuff like that. I'm not sure exactly. I'm still coming up with some ideas, but I do have two ideas that I want your guys' help on deciding. Basically, I'm thinking that I either want to do like a mad scientist, almost like the Frankenstein, Dr. Frankenstein type deal, mad scientist, science experiments, electricity future almost, but maybe almost a little bit castle-y too, dingy. And then my other idea was to do like a dark evil castle, like probably out of like black nether bricks and stuff like that. Just dark evil. I've been playing a lot of Doom Eternal lately, so I'm really inspired by all the architecture that they have in that game. So those are my two ideas. I'm going to put a poll up on screen, so if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and give me some feedback and let me know which one that you think would be better, just because I'm curious to know what you guys would like to see. I know which one I would prefer. I like both of them a lot though, so I'd really be happy with doing either of them, so let me know. and now you might be thinking, Ripperoni, you just built all this cool stuff, you know, and then your base is just kind of starting to flesh out and get to be its cool own self-contained thing. And yeah, I'd mostly agree with you, except I need more room. I want like a super smelter in my base, so that I have super access to it, or a lot of access to it. And I can't figure out where I would put one in there. I don't know. I've done a lot of thinking on it, and I also kind of want to move to a new biome and just kind of do that, because I'm kind of sick of looking at sand, honestly. And I have been doing a little bit of exploring around, probably 10-15,000 block radius around this place, just kind of looking for I've got an idea of a biome that I want to settle in, because I've never done it. I kind of want to settle in ice spikes biome. They look really cool, and I think they would fit both of the feels that, for either theme there. So I'm thinking an ice spikes biome, and I have one in mind that's several thousand blocks away, and so that, we'll have to link that all up in the nether, because I still want to have access to this place, because these farms are still useful. I'll probably build, copies of some of them. I don't think I'll build another general mob farm like that. That was a lot of work. But like these little auto farms, they're pretty easy to build, so I might build those over there too. And as far as block palette, what I'm thinking is I'm probably going to need a lot of iron. So we're going to need to build an iron farm. I'm thinking build it near the ice spikes biome that I'm thinking about settling in. So we might take a trip over there in a future, in a soon future episode, to build an iron farm over there, so that we kind of, when we're working over there, when we move over there, it's supplying us with iron for the build. Another thing that we're gonna need is probably a lot of netherrack if we go with like the dark castle. So basically, whatever you guys decide, whatever we decide to go with, there's gonna be a few episodes of basically just resource gathering and farm building, just to kind of get ourselves set up with the infrastructure that we're gonna need to build this thing, because I'm thinking massive scale, like big scale. So I think it'll be really cool. But that's really everything that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So leave me some comments, respond to the poll that I had on screen there, all of that. Let me know what you guys are thinking. That's what I'm thinking so far, so help me out, let me know what's up. Let's go check out that ocean monument. So just 2 last minute preparations before we actually get going to this ocean monument. And as you can see, I have a new colored shulker box behind me. That's one of the things here. This is our exploration box. So what I've done is I've made a cartography table and a bunch of extra empty maps and a bunch of paper, so that we can zoom them out and use it as we explore here. And then the second order of business is this guy, the trident. You can throw that, or you can just attack with it melee, and it's a wonderful underwater weapon, because bows don't work underwater. So having this thing, you can throw it and you have a ranged attack underwater that actually works reliably. I've got impaling on it and mending already, and I don't have any levels, so we'll have to put these other enchantments on it. Unbreaking, obviously, so that it doesn't break as fast. Channeling actually adds a lightning bolt to it when it rains, so that you throw something like, throw it at something like that, and if it's raining and hits the thing, it sends a lightning bolt down on it and fries them. So that's pretty cool. You can use it to make charged creepers, which is a special mob that explodes more explosively than a normal creeper. So I'm gonna have to get some levels and get these things on here. And loyalty, I forgot about loyalty. Loyalty, when you throw it, instead of it sticking in like that, it'll come back to you, so you can throw it repeatedly. So I'm gonna get those enchantments on this trident, and then we'll actually get going to the ocean monument. So give me just a second. So real quick, the last thing that I did, that I just remembered last minute, was I brewed up some potions. I made some invisibility potions so that the mobs we're about to encounter can't see us, because they're pretty dangerous. Night vision, so that everything underwater is a lot clearer for you guys to see on YouTube. And then water breathing, so that we don't really have to worry about breathing underwater, because it is going to be underwater. I did get the trident fully enchanted. This thing is insane. Now that we have mending and like pretty much the best enchants on everything that we can get, I want to start naming stuff. So go ahead and comment some ideas for names for our tools and our armor. Whatever you want, just name them and leave me a comment. So we are going to get started then With this Ocean Explorer map, you can see that we are on the northwest side of the map, so we have to travel to the south and to the east. We are facing south now, so that is east, so we have to go that direction. Let's get started. We'll put this in our offhand and get going. And then I don't know if I have actually touched on this before or not, but if you look at the facing line at the very end of it, there are two numbers that are basically angles. They are the angle that you're facing in this direction and in this direction. So I'll highlight them on the video, but if you use rockets and you use your angle, go from 40 to -40 and back and forth and back and forth, that's the most efficient use of your rocket. So then we go bam right up to -40 and hold that until we stop moving, and then go back down to 40, just like that. So that's how I travel. Oh, we're already moving in the north or the west and east. So we need to just go south. Awesome. Don't know how many thousands. Oh wow, we're already here pretty much. So let's see what we have. And we have started uncovering the map. There it is right there. So we'll post up on this island right here. So that is the Ocean Monument. So we're going to encounter some guardian mobs. I'm trying to see if I see any, but I don't yet, which means it's probably not spawning yet, which is a good thing. But basically they are underwater mobs, and they're basically like spiky pufferfish. And they have an eye beam that causes mining fatigue so that you can't mine any blocks. I forgot a bucket of milk to cancel that out. Crap. That's all right. We have invisibility potions, and we don't really need to mine right now anyway. We're not making a farm out of this. But I'm thinking I want to. Maybe not this one. Depends on where we settle finally. But yeah, I want to make a guardian farm this season. So let's go. Let's just get into it. Let's see the mobs here. I'm going to chug some potions real quick. Let's start with night vision. There you go, we can see the terrain better. And then we'll go with water breathing. And invisibility finally. Now we'll take the elytra off. I don't know if they can actually see me with my gear on or not, so we'll see. This is a lot further of a swim than I thought it was. There they are. Those are the guardians. So we need to quickly... Unless, can they see us? Will they see us? Let's see. Doesn't look like they're detecting us at all, so that's good. Oh, yes they are. I think I need to, oh no, we got mining fatigue. That's all right. We'll just go in here. We'll just quickly go. Basically, if you break line of sight with them, they'll stop that eye attack. And so this is an underwater monument. I've never actually explored one of these before, so this is a new thing for me. But basically there are 3 elder guardians. Oh, there's his tail right there. So we have to get through this somehow and find the 3 of them, and we kill them. And that's, you know, that's just the point of this whole thing. So let's see if we can go up through here. Oh, he's definitely in here. He's definitely in this room somewhere. There he is. So that's the first guy. Let's go ahead, and we have to take this map out of our hands, so let's find a good spot to do that. Okay, so like this, they don't see me. So he's the Elder Guardian. We already have mining fatigue, so it doesn't really matter, but let's see. If I attack, will the invisibility go away? We're gonna kill this guy. Yo. No, okay, no, he has no idea. There, we just killed their first guardian, Elder Guardian. We should have gotten a piece of sponge, right? Don't they drop sponge? Oh, there it is. I knew it. There's what the... Okay. So he dropped a wet sponge. Basically, you cook a wet sponge in a furnace, and then it's dry sponge, and you use dry sponge to dry things out, take care of water sources. So that's a really, really useful block. And in here somewhere there should be a sponge room, which is just a room full of sponge. Now there's stuff in here, but I don't have a bucket of milk for the mining fatigue, so I'll have to wait for that to go away before we actually mine that. There's usually like gem blocks in there, so that's a cool thing. And we're just gonna keep exploring this place until we find the other two. There's other two Elder Guardians, so let's take care of this guy. And we're totally cheesing this guy by using invisibility potions, but I don't care, man. Totally worth it. The other thing he drops there are prismarine shards, and that's what all of these are. This is prismarine, this is prismarine brick, and then there's dark prismarine is that one there. And those are what you craft with the prismarine shards. And these sea lanterns, I believe you also use shards for. Actually, maybe not. I don't know what you use. Oh, I have mining fatigue, duh. I'm not sure what you use to craft those. Again, this is a new thing for me. Prismarine, as you just saw there, changes color, which is a really cool thing about this. So if you actually sit here and watch, you'll watch these blocks all change color. Now they're like a green, they're fading more. Yeah, you see it. It's very, very slow, so if you're not really looking at it, it's pretty subtle. It's pretty awesome. I love it. How much time do we have on mining fatigue? Just another minute, so that's not too bad. Let's find that last Elder Guardian. I hear a drown. That's what it is. That's what killing all three Elder Guardians does, is it gets rid of that mining fatigue effect. They don't give you mining fatigue if they're dead. So we're still just looking for this third Elder Guardian. I'm really, really struggling. These structures are super confusing. It all looks the same. There he is. Sorry, buddy. Oh, we got his head. Oh, yeah. I'm one of you. I'm one of you. Don't get me. Okay, so that is all three Elder Guardians down. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to renew these potions when they expire, and we're gonna look for a sponge room, hopefully. They cannot see me. I blend in. They recognize me as one of their own. See? This guy doesn't even care. And now we just have to wait 2.5 minutes for mining fatigue to get rid or go away. Where is the sponge room? We've been here before. Sponge room, where is the sponge room? Sponge room? No sponge. Now, if I recall correctly, a sponge room will only be in a room that has some of this dark prismarine in it. So I know that, you know, if we're in a room like this right here, I know that we're not going to have sponge in here. So I'm just going to back out here and try and resume my search elsewhere, because I do believe the dark prismarine is what we're looking for. Okay, so mining fatigue has wore off, so I'm going to start mining out certain blocks just to try and facilitate my finding a sponge room, if there even is one, because, you know, there might not even be one, honestly. That would be most unfortunate, but I don't know. There just might not be one. So this is the floor. Whoa. Oh, that's just a pillar. So yeah, we're just gonna keep searching, see if we can find the sponge room until we run out of water breathing, I guess. So we got back to this room, and so we'll mine this stuff out here. See, there's ore blocks in here. There. Bunch of ore blocks. So that's pretty cool. Back on the search for sponge. Searching for sponge. You know, I think we got really unlucky. I think that we just don't have a sponge room. Well, I guess let's explore this shipwreck and stuff. Oh, great. Ooh, buried treasure map. And some paper and a book. I'll take that. Sure. Is there anything else cool that's around here? But yeah, so that's really unfortunate. There was no sponge room. For whatever reason, we didn't get a sponge room. Ooh, we'll check this thing out too. There's a chest in there. Nothing good. So that is an underwater temple, folks. It was super unfortunate that we didn't get a sponge room. We only got 3 pieces of sponge, but we did end up getting 8 blocks of gold out of that little room, and that, you know, that wasn't all that bad with potions of invisibility. The effect is still there. Yeah, I definitely highly recommend potions of invisibility when taking these on, because that was an absolute breeze, and I've watched videos where people just struggle through the whole thing, so that's no fun. But I'm gonna head home, and on my way home I'm going to use some maps, and I'm gonna, you know, chart my course on my way home, so that'll be kind of cool. Well, employees of Ripperoni's Pizza Palace, that is all the time that we have for today. So unfortunately, we are gonna have to say goodbye for today's shift. And why don't you leave me comments or like this if you enjoy the crew member manager Pizza Palace thing. I kind of just thought that one up, and I like referring to you guys as my crew members and I'm your manager. I just think that's kind of funny. But that is all the time we have for today. So thanks again for checking it out. As always, make sure to subscribe, like it, all that stuff if you enjoy what you see. We've got some big stuff. Remember to answer the poll at the beginning of the video if you haven't already. You know, depending, or trying to decide what we want to do for a base. So as you can see, I did the terraforming out here. Looks actually pretty nice now. So again, later guys, you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe, stay clean, all that. Bye.